Hi, could you share your name and where are you from?
I'm Ian Wilkinson. I'm an attorney at law by profession from Jamaica.
You're a?
An attorney at law by profession. King's Counsel, as they call it. I am here as Jamaica's delegate and also acting as journalist and anything I can do to help the team. This is my 11th straight Olympiad.
Wow.
Yeah, which is a record from my country. Nobody has been to 11 straight. You have people who have done a little bit more, such as our women's captain, international master Shane Matthews, but I have been to 11 straight, starting with Bled in 2002.
Wonderful. And how was the experience, like you were mentioning about Chennai Olympiad last year? How did you like that?
I absolutely enjoyed India. I was in Chennai, you might remember. I was at the opening ceremony having fun, and I didn't know they put me up on the screen. I was conducting during the performances, and then I heard everybody laughing and clapping, and I was on the screen. It was a pleasant surprise. And a lot of Indians came to me for autographs. I never experienced that before. So I absolutely love India. It's a country I studied when I did history. And I particularly enjoyed the closing ceremony when the organizers had those videos capturing the culture and the history and all these famous persons in Indian society. And I was particularly pleased to see the children clapping and cheering when these images of older persons, of your heroes and so on came on the screen, because it's good to preserve your culture.
Wonderful. And could you also share a little bit more about your country and how chess is in there?
Jamaica is, to us, the pride of the English-speaking Caribbean when it comes to chess. I know my friends from Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, Guyana will not be happy to hear that, but that is our belief. We were established as a federation in 1969, and we became affiliated to FIDE in 1972. And we went to our first Olympiad in Buenos Aires in 1978, and we have been a fixture. We have defeated grandmasters at the Olympiad. We have done very well. In 2010 in Khanty-Mansiysk, in Siberia, we created history when our women won their category. So we have been very involved in chess in schools, chess in prisons. All of these things are big in Jamaica. And we in Jamaica, we call ourselves the fastest growing sport. We became a full-fledged member, the Jamaica Chess Federation. We became a full-fledged member of the National Olympic Body in 2017. And we have thousands of new players. So the chess is booming in Jamaica, right?
Amazing. And how many title players? Like, do you have grandmasters?
That's a very good question. The first so-called black grandmaster was Maurice Ashley, was actually born in Jamaica. He left Jamaica when he was about, I think, 12 years old. But he became a grandmaster overseas in the United States. And I am currently the chairman of a committee called the GM in 10. So we are trying to create our own homegrown grandmaster in no more than 10 years. And the government has given us significant support. A couple $100,000 United States dollars, which we're supposed to get per year towards that effort. So we don't have a grandmaster right now, but we have international masters, and we have a number of FIDE masters. We have women international masters, and so on. And incidentally, you saw, I think so far we have given India the toughest fight.
Exactly, in the first women's at the first round.
The first round. I mean, I think we lost those games only in the last 30 or so minutes, when the experience that the Indians have just took over, you know. But our players are very strong, and they're much better than their ratings, because we don't get as many opportunities to play as others.
Totally. How did the girls feel after the round was over?
Jamaicans are ambitious people. You know, the world gave us Usain Bolt. We gave the world celebrates with Usain Bolt, Shelley and Fraser Price. And of course, everybody knows the legend Bob Marley, the poet, the singer, the prophet. We are very ambitious and proud people. And when we sit at the board, we believe we can beat Magnus Carlsen. In fact, I'm trying to remember, it was Istanbul of 2012. One of those Olympiads, we lost narrowly to Norway 1.5. And Peter Heine Nielsen, grandmaster, he was the captain of the Norwegian team. They rested Magnus Carlsen, and we were very disappointed because we thought we could beat them, and we narrowly lost. So we were disappointed at losing to India 3.5 to a half. We got a half point on board 3. And with a little luck, we could have got at least another point, even 2 more draws. I'm not certain we would have won any of the games, but we could have drawn at least 2 more. So we were very pleased with our performances. We applauded our girls and we celebrated with them in the evening.
That is lovely, amazing, and it's great plans for Jamaican chess players, and very happy to know that Jamaican chess is growing so much, and a wonderful contribution from your part as well. So thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you. Yes.
Having us here.
Thank you. I was president for 8 straight terms, invested a lot of time, nearly 20 years, and we have watched chess internationally, and we are particularly pleased with the Indian team, both male and female teams. But of course, we particularly cheer for the youngsters who are high in the world rankings, like Ukesh. We wish him all the best in the World Championship. We are proud to see Arjun, every guy you see, rise through the ranks. Prague, of course, is well known. Vidit, the whole team. And I know Vichy Anand, whom we met also, must be very proud.
Oh, where did you meet Vichy Anand?
I met Vichy for the first time in 2004 in Calvia, Mallorca. I actually played in that Olympiad. Not many games. I didn't go to play, but I was a reserve and I played. And I met Vichy while we were on a bus traveling to one of the venues, and he was speaking with Boris Gelfand. And they were talking about a lot of history, including when Kramnik was very young and just entering the scene as a teenager. So it was a memorable experience for me. And I spoke to him about it. And I think if I remember correctly, he said that his very first opponent in the Olympiad was somebody by the name, it might have been Barumba. It's the Barumba or something like that. I'd have to look it up, but he was giving us a lot of history.
Oh, that is amazing. Thank you so much. And great to know that you have such a nice, cheering attitude for India and Indian chess.
We have a lot in common with India. A lot of Indians migrated to Jamaica. They were there during the slavery period, which ended in 1838. And after there was an indentured period in history, a lot of people are, and India in Jamaica right now, there's a huge Indian culture and population in Jamaica. A lot of Indians live there, a lot of Indian businesses, merchandises, and so our motto is similar to FIDE. FIDE is Genzuma Sumus. Our motto is out of many, one people. So you see it's very close to the FIDE motto. And we see the Indians as part of, we don't see them as Indians, we just see them as Jamaicans.
Oh, wonderful. And do you have a lot of Indian restaurants over there? And of course. Do you love Indian food? What's your favorite dish?
My favorite dish, I think, is tikka masala.
Tikka. Yes, tikka masala.
Tandoori. I like the tandoori chicken.
Lovely. Okay, great. Wonderful to catch up with you.
Thank you. And all the very best to you and Mr. Shah.
Oh.
So much good work. And we watch from afar, and thank you for bringing chess to the world.
Thank you.
You're welcome.